thought it would look like a Godard film, that it would smell like a perfume factory, and that everyone would be really gorgeous.
It didn't live up to the expectations that I had before coming here, which is not surprising, but the expectations that I had before coming here were fairly limited.
What's that? T-shirt. And what's that?
I think that you can go and live in another culture for a certain amount of time. It may be 18 months, it may be 3 years, it may be 6 weeks. But there comes a time when where you're living gets into you. We've put down roots here, we've got an apartment, we've constructed friendships, we've constructed our lives here, and it's not something that I want to give up readily.
Bonne journée.
Au revoir, merci.
Au revoir. Moi, j'ai 53 ans, s'il vous plaît.
You can never return to where you came from and not think, what would it have been like had I stayed?
French people say, now, how the hell can you live here when you come from Sydney? I mean, it's just mad. And it's difficult to explain, but I used to sort of say, well, in fact, at the end in Sydney, I was almost too happy.
J'ai dit à Mathieu la première fois qu'on y est allé, je lui ai dit que ce serait un bon pays pour la retraite.
We have a really good life, we're really happy. But I think you get rewarded, generally, if you step outside your comfort zone and you're bold and you do something, do something a bit daring, I guess.
I don't want to have a preset idea in my head of what it might be like. I'd rather just be open about it and think, well, it could go either way. It could be really confronting and quite tricky some days, which I'm sure it will be. But other days it will just be like, oh, I can't believe we're here, this is so unreal.
When I look back at the enormous struggle, you would never do it knowing what was in front of you, and life now has sort of got, all the structures are in place, and I can now breathe a little easier.
Je pense que je tenterai pas l'aventure comme Kate a tenté l'aventure en arrivant en France, c'est-à-dire avec pas la possibilité d'avoir des papiers, pas la possibilité de réellement travailler.
Oh! Bonjour la famille!
Don't give me a kiss.
Ça va? Yeah.
Since my son was born, it's brought back a bit of an Anglo-Saxon element because I speak to him in English. Of course, that brings back all the memories of your own childhood.
Hello! Stop becoming an animal.
You ready for your shoes?
One way or the other we're going to regret it. If we move back to Australia, we're going to regret the lives that we've built here for ourselves. If we stay here, we're going to regret not giving to Tilda the childhood that we were privileged enough to have in a place as great as Australia.
Are you going with Dada?
Bon anniversaire, je crois. Hein, Tilda?
C'est ça?
See you later.
It's a really tough thing. So for the moment, we're just kind of closing our eyes and letting it play out.
C'est si bon de partie n'importe où. Bras dessus, bras
Yeah, it'll be great.
en
And if you need
chantant
it,
des
it's just
chansons.
like, we're not on Mars.
C'est si
6
bon
months I think it's a good, it's a good taste to see if we like it, away for the rellas long enough to see if I could stand it without, crying into my pillow each night or anything like that.